How many people you've heard that they've done things, they've excelled themselves when they discovered that they were not alone. They didn't feel the need of being alone because they embraced the time they had to let the information that they were looking for to sink in, to be able to go out there and be brave. There's two words that make people get confused: lonely and solitude. Which one it is the most dangerous one? Lonely. Because loneliness, we misjudge, we misunderstand what's actually mean loneliness. I don't know the true meaning of loneliness or being lonely. Because for me, what I understand about being lonely, it is like I am at the moment. I'm in the car. I am in peace with myself. It sounds ridiculous. I can organize my thoughts. I can study my thoughts. I can study my ambitions. I can correlate. I can see where I'm standing in the world. It is this moment that I need time to start actually taking attention to what my voices inside my head are telling me. We're growing up being told, or especially when you're adult, that the voices inside of your head are telling you things that you're not. I say this to myself quite often, and those voices that are telling me you're not good at something, yes, but they're there for a reason. They're being stored there for a reason, and those voices, because they've been kept apart from you paying attention to those voices, you just like, I'm not going to listen to those voices because someone else told me not to listen to it. But if you truly want to change something, the loneliness that you need, the loneliness that the people complain about it is what is going to actually heal the voices you have in your head. Those voices that are telling you not good, those voices that are telling you not capable of doing something, those voices that's going to say, this is going to take a while to do it, there's some barriers over there, you have to figure out the pros and cons of something. Come on. When you get in the car to go to a specific place, when you're in the bike, when you're on your walk, when you're in your scooter, or when you're just going for a jog, you're not with someone. You're alone. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong accepting, taking that little time and just like, I need to organize myself. I need to study who I am. I need to picture myself where I need to be. And this is where the very intriguing part, which I think it is a solitude. For me, solitude, it is a state that you choose to be in when you raise yourself from a community, from a place. That's what means solitude. Because we've grown up in a place where you've got millions of people, millions of information, millions of stuff to do, but the choice, it is yours to put yourself in a place where you don't want to be involved with the rest of the world. That is my definition of solitude. But on the other side, loneliness, it's a choice that you have. It is a choice that you should be grateful for having it. How many people in the world that do not have one moment of their life they can just sit down, reflect on themselves, where they can isolate themselves completely from the noise and try to listen to their heads, try to put themselves in peace with the world. Choose carefully how you use the word I am lonely. You're not lonely. The loneliness that you're building in yourself, it is the reflection time to be able to get to know who you are. Because we don't know who we truly are until we go out there, face the solitude, and get to know other people. So those are the people. But we learning about those people, we start shaping what could we actually be. The loneliness help you to retrieve or learn things about yourself. Allows you that time to say, I'm good at this, or I could improve something. So take the word lonely and use it wisely, because we're spreading the word lonely to the wrong people. Youngsters use the word I am lonely while they're not actually trying to understand what's going on with them, trying to study their own voices, trying to study their own presence, their own personality. And we are letting the world just eat these young people that we have in order they can just live their life in a very beautiful way. We are forcing the terminology of lonely to deprive them from actually start exploring who they are. Instead is trying to say, you know what? Learn something when you are alone. Learn something when you are having that time to just let your brain, your mind, your soul sink in and be at your mercy, so you can actually discover what you are capable of doing. Once you face the state of accepting that you are alone, that's when you're going to start discovering that solitude exists because you did allow the solitude to happen. You put yourself outside of the community, outside of getting to know people. This is why the networking events exist. This is why the festivals exist, is to get you to be able to go there and connect with the people. That's when we're going to erase solitude, is to get the people to understand that being alone, being lonely, is not a problem. Solitude, yes, it is a problem. You're isolating yourself. That is solitude. Loneliness, I think you should be grateful for having the time, for having the ability to make decisions and start figuring out exactly what you're going out there to learn to be able to become a new you, or make yourself better. Travel your mind, and it's your destiny, and I'll see you soon.